Attention nurse and staff. Please around patients with the party tonight is in the cafeteria. Dr. Carroll? He's not here. Your attention, please. Dr. Carroll's afternoon appointments are canceled. Hallelujah! No afternoon appointments. Thank you, doctor. Don't mind if I do. Dr. Robert M. Carroll. Confidential. Not anymore. Here's Katie's. All she ever does is wander the halls yelling, "Would somebody call me a cab?" Here's George's. Permit patient use of cosmetics on all but visiting days. George is a long man who roams the halls in evening gowns. He says his father wanted a boy, his mother wanted a girl. I guess they were both satisfied. Fitzgerald. Zelda. The Roaring Twenties are a throwback to Americana. Wealth, luxury, and good times poured out of the nation as fast as legal booze. And leading that charge? The flapper. Zelda Fitzgerald was nicknamed the first American flapper by her husband F. Scott, who was famous in his own right. She could be counted on to appear at any social gathering, dancing the night away. But all parties come to an end, and Zelda spent the last decade of her life in a North Carolina mental ward. This is her story. The Last Flapper by William Luce. Fitzgerald. Zelda. Schizophrenic. Patient rebels against authority. Avoid confrontation. Excuse me for smiling. People think I've thought of something witty. The truth is, my smile's uncontrollable, and it terrifies me. I'm simply a neurotic woman who's reached the end of her physical resources. When I was a child, I phoned the fire department. "Hello, Mr. Fireman, there's a little girl stuck on top of the house at 6 Pleasant Avenue. Hurry!" I grabbed the ladder, climbed up, kicked the ladder away, and waited. The fire engine came clanging down the street. The neighbors ran out to see what the hell was. And you know something else? Nobody has ever sent me a get well card. Isn't that rotten? Sorry you've gone insane, Zelda. Even that would do. But not a word. And I can't dance. They won't let me. But Dr. Carroll says that's part of my problem. Just because my husband went and lied to him about Paris, now I made myself sick dancing 8 hours a day. Scott couldn't realize that dancing was my refuge. "Oh, Mama, look at my engagement ring. Isn't it grand? Oh, Mama, I'm practically 19. Oh, just wait till I wear it Saturday night at the country club dance." In Montgomery, in 1920, there was a quality that pertained to nowhere else. It began about 6:30 on an early summer evening, with the flicker and splatter of the corner streetlights coming on. And it lasted until the children were called in from the dusty streets, and the grown-ups sat out on the porches, talking. "Oh, Mama, this is going to be the prettiest wedding dress ever. Scott says we're getting married in St. Patrick's Cathedral, in the rectory." Scott says when he first saw me in 1918, he thought my hair looked honey yellow. I could still remember what I was wearing when we met. A white silk dress with a chiffon tunic floating over it, and a large brimmed hat, as big as a manhole cover, and long streamers down my back. Oh my, a genuine Southern belle. He was as beautiful as men are not meant to be, with violet eyes, dark lashes, straight nose, a sensitive mouth. Francis Scott Fitzgerald, what a remarkable name. Are you related to Francis Scott Key, the man who wrote that awful song that nobody can sing? You are? Well, don't be offended, but I hope it never becomes our national anthem. Woodrow Wilson's the only one who likes it. He's such an old coot. You don't like it, do you? You do? Well, I'll have to listen to that again with that in mind. My name is Zelda Sayer. Zelda. I was named after a gypsy queen in a novel my mom was reading just before she had me. Scott, why did you marry me? Seriousness? Me? Why, I'm the original flapper, my silly goofo. I'm down there in black and white in your own novels as a proud and selfish little fool. There isn't a serious bone in my body. Remember? During that time, I bobbed my hair, lost my southern accent, and went into battle. One time, we jumped into a fountain in our evening clothes and rode up Fifth Avenue on a taxi. We both did. Didn't we, Scott? I was on the hood, and he was on the roof. I had a bad reputation, all right. I smoked pipe tobacco and drank corn liquor cut with Coke. No lady ever leaves the house without fastened hard gloves, and no lady ever lets her back feet touch the floor. We are genteel Southern ladies, and don't you forget about it. Yes, Mama. In Montgomery, on Dexter Avenue, there was this ice cream parlor, Harry's Place. It was the local jelly joint. All the boys gathered there. I called them my jelly beans. One time they rode by yelling, Zelda, Zelda, Zelda. I ran out on the veranda. My jelly beans, oh my beautiful jelly beans. I love you. Daddy was hungry. He was livid. Your personal conduct is outrageous. How dare you make a spectacle of yourself? I've got a right to do anything I want. Here's to the flapper, who's growing old at last. She's come to none of the predicted bad ends, but has gone where all good flappers go. Into marriage, boredom, and convention. Who gives a damn about convention? Not me. That's what this flapper's all about. Climb to the top and live high. And if it finds a heavy one, what the hell? There's only one act of significance. You take what you want when you want it. Dear God, that desperate nostalgia to be young. I used to say to myself, Zelda, you'll be pretty for another 5 years. It takes years to batter down a woman's looks and crumple her charm. Look at me. The glamorous Mrs. F. Scott Fitzgerald on her Elizabeth Arden face. From the pot. No, doctor, I do not want to talk about my husband. Anyway, he's dead. He died 8 years ago. Heart attack in Hollywood. Scott was the prophet of his generation. The jazz age. And yet I'm fed up with these wistful, tragic silhouettes of Scott and Zelda. People want to bank on gods. Well, it's too damn bad. He came home last night and he punched me in the nose. He smashed the door and punched me in the nose. He says I failed him. Well, it's just barely possible you failed me, son of a bitch. No, Scott, I'm not reproaching you. You blamed me when you couldn't write, when you know the real reason you're out half the night with the boys, drinking yourself unconscious. No, you listen to me, goddammit. You whined about your struggle against gifted and talented writers, how I was only a third-rate writer and a third-rate dancer. If that was true, then why the hell did you put your name on my short stories? Why did you help yourself to my diaries and letters? Do you hear that? I used to hear voices only every once in a while, but now I hear them all the time. Help! They cry. Oh, I know they're inside me! Don't you think I know that, Scott? I'm here. Come and get me. Nobody, not even the poets, can measure how much a heart can hold, but hearts perish in public institutions. That night, March 10, 1948, a fire broke out at Highland Hospital. Witnesses could hear the harrowing, desperate screams of the woman trapped inside. There was no way out. Zelda and 4 other women, having been given strong sedatives to induce sleep, died in the blaze. It was not my best performance.